Hey everybody, how's it going? Today I want to answer a very specific question about Iceman because I got curious during my Labyrinth paths when I was doing the Abomination and Guillotine fights, and people in the chat during those fights were saying use your special 2, and some other people were saying no, the special 1 rotation is better. Get more cold frostbite charges on and detonate those, and you're going to do more damage in the long run. That's what I always thought was the case. There are some other things to think about, and I'll get into those later. But basically, the idea is that this critical hit thing, so 45% chance to place frostbite charge, dealing 1428 energy damage when they expire. Okay, so that's every critical hit. Now, when you detonate those heavy attacks cause all frostbite charges to expire instantly and deal an additional 420 damage each. So that's like, an additional, like 30% damage each? So it's a lot, detonating those. The special attack 1 puts on a couple of hits, which give more opportunities for critical chances, and also puts an additional 2 frostbite charges, up to an additional 2 frostbite charges. So it's not quite clear like exactly how it decides how many to put on, but it does put on more than the special 2. Special 2 shatters ice armor, which deals an additional 2, it gives you an additional 2500 attack rating for the duration of the attack. So it does do extra damage if you have ice armor up, and it sort of works out with his ice armor reforming that pretty much every special 2 you're able to shatter your ice armor. And when this thing crits, it hits very hard. So some people think, use the special 2, shatter the ice armor, it crits ridiculously hard, do that. Other people think, use the special 1, put those frostbite charges on, get those detonations in, and yeah, today I'm gonna find out which one works better. So we'll just get into the fight right now. See you over there. Okay, so here we are in the fight. There's no sound effects from the game because there would be 2 on top of each other and it would be a little annoying to listen to. So what's going on here is I'm going to count the total amount of frostbites and the total amount of detonations for each rotation style. Now, I'm just going to update these every 15 seconds because I tried to do it every single time something changed and it was just way too intense. So anyway, the top screen is doing the special 1 rotation, the bottom screen is doing the special 2 rotation. I am detonating when it seems doable on both screens. So you'll see that I'm definitely getting more opportunities for detonations in the special 1 because there's something about, power control and, using your special 1 that gives you more opportunities to sort of parry. And I don't know, as I did these fights a few times each, and these are the 2 best examples, but it just seemed like the special 1 gave me a lot more opportunities, not only for obviously getting the frostbites on, but the detonations. So you're going to see those numbers increase quite a lot. And sort of pull away from the special 2 rotation by probably a pretty big margin towards the end of this. So basically, yeah, see that 18,000 crit from the special 2. Now it's just really interesting to me that the special 2 so far is keeping up with the special 1 rotation. I didn't think it was going to be even close, but it seems like it is actually neck and neck. And I just want to point out one thing. I do prefer the special 1 rotation. I think it's more fun. Getting more detonations is more fun. But I want to point out the other advantages of sticking with your special 1 because I'm sort of in that camp. So I'll be pretty upfront about my bias. You do keep your ice armor the entire time of the fight. So any slip-ups, you're only going to take 5% of your health. You can push them to a special 3. You can tank that special 3. And it's not a big deal. You also have a cold snap on them almost all of the time, which is a small damage over time, but it does prevent any enemy from evading. So this is really useful for evasion champions. We all know Iceman's utility is just insane. So that's the huge advantage, in my opinion, of doing the special 1 rotation. Now, people who say, oh, the special 2 rotation does that much more damage, you can kind of see here that it's not that much more, or is it even more? It's hard to say. Obviously with the special 2, you can just see there I am doing detonations. I'm just not getting as many frostbites, and also there's not as many windows to detonate because I don't know, maybe it's a psychological thing, but you tend to want to detonate when you have like 3 or 4 or 5 frostbites on, not 1, but occasionally I do detonate with just 1 frostbite on there. So I did get a few crits on the special twos, which worked out really nice. Those are some big crits, and I know that if you have recoil on and other stuff and suicides, you can get that crit up to like 27,000 even on a 455. So it's pretty impressive. Iceman does do pretty well with suicides, and I think if you're gonna run suicides, the special 2 rotation is probably a bit better. But you won't be suffering as much recoil. But anyway, look at these two. I just got a big detonation on the special 1, and he almost caught up. But they're neck and neck, and it actually looks like the special 2 rotation is doing more damage in fewer hits. Obviously the special 1 is a little hit biased because it has, what is that, like 4 hits to the special 1, and the special 2 only has 2 hits, and you can use the special 1 twice as often, so it's kind of like compounding the hit counter problem of trying to track it via hits. But as far as time goes, the special 2 rotation is performing better. It's faster. It's killing Winter Soldier faster, which I was just so surprised. Like I couldn't believe that the times were this close, and even I was even thinking, there's probably an opportunity at the end for the special 1 to detonate and just catch up to the special 2 and pass the special 2, but it looks like that's not the case. Look, it's 2% now to the special 1 and 1% to the special 2, and it looks like that Winter Soldier is down in 4 minutes and 17 seconds, and only 4 minutes and 20 seconds, 3 seconds slower in the special 1. It's an even tie if you really think about it. Like, there's so much variation that goes on in this game, so much RNG with the crits. It's impossible to compare. But if you take a look, I got 72 frostbites to 42 frostbites, which is a significant. That's 30 more frostbites, and I also got 60 detonations to 24 detonations. So I had an 83% detonation conversion rate, I guess, as opposed to a 57 detonation conversion rate, which I could have done a lot better on that special 2 if I was really focusing on the detonations. It just wasn't the focus of my kill there. I wanted to focus on the special 2 and doing as much damage as possible with that. So it just made it seem pretty extreme, like the fact that I was able to get so many frostbites and detonations, but still wasn't able to kill Winter Soldier faster than just playing normally and spamming my special 2. So I don't know, that's really interesting to me. I think people will find this interesting. Basically what it comes down to with Iceman is he's one of the best champions of the game. It doesn't matter how you play him, you're going to be doing tons of damage, and you're going to have tons of utility as well. But that's pretty much all I have to say about it. I thought that this was interesting. This is an MCOC meta video, but it's not meant to say this is exactly how you play Iceman. I just wanted to answer this one specific question about Iceman, because we all know how to play Iceman. He's one of the god tier champions in the game, and you can't really, there's nothing really to teach about this guy. He speaks for himself. But anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you soon, and take care.